Hi there, I'm Jack, and this is a reflective video blog about my experience doing CPB Assessment 2. I think both the trial run and the actual education session, I think they both went really well. I got really positive feedback during the trial run, as well as some suggestions for changes, which really helped. I've spoken about them in the report that I submitted. Everyone seemed to really enjoy the actual education session I did. Everyone was really involved. There were a lot of questions that I thought I answered pretty well, or I thought I was good at either answering the questions directly or pointing people to where they could find more information, be it the websites on the education resource or other places, that sort of thing. Everyone seemed like they really understood the information I was giving them, and it seemed like they saw how it could be useful for them in their everyday life. And I got the impression that people intended to use it sort of in their everyday life, which was really good. There's a couple of things I've been reflecting on since finishing the education session. One of the activities involved asking the group to put forward some sources of nutrition information. And given the context of the session, they put forward a lot of sort of less legitimate sources, which was great because it was the point of the exercise. One of the suggestions was personal trainers, and I found out after the session that one of the actual participants was a personal trainer. And I actually thought to myself, wow, it's lucky I didn't make a joke about personal trainers, because that is absolutely the sort of thing that I have a tendency to do. So I think I sort of dodged a bullet there and kept myself out of trouble. But reflecting back on it, I think it's just a good reminder for me that maybe I need to sort of stay off my high horse a little bit, and just remain conscious that dealing with people who aren't necessarily peers in the dietetics course, they're going to be people with different viewpoints and different backgrounds. And it's not really running the risk of offending someone and then having them tune out completely from what you have to say just for the sake of, me wanting to make a joke. So during the session, I made sure to emphasize the importance of comparisons and making choices in healthy eating. And I made sure I mentioned about how, you need to focus on a whole diet, and also that there are no sort of objectively healthy or unhealthy foods. Reflecting back on it, I wonder how effectively I put that message across, particularly the last point about no healthy or unhealthy foods. Because if I'm really honest, I'm not 100% sure if I 100% believe it. It feels like a bit of a party line that I'm happy to sort of toe at the moment. I'll still give out that information. But I think what I need to do is kind of shape my viewpoint on that a little bit better, and then figure out how to present it so it's something that people, so that I can be honest in what I think, but it's also, presenting it in a way that people can actually work with it and use it. And, shaping the message to keep the audience on my side and not alienating people, and especially not making them feel guilty. So that's a couple of things that hopefully I can work on going into the future. But overall, I really enjoyed the process, and I think it went really well.